All right, so moving on, I'm going to kind of go back, because I'm going to go back to 12 again. In talking about 12, in 12 it says, that unto the place, and the place is the key. In Hebrew, there's a difference between a and the, just like for us. So, the place has a marker. The first time you see that is when Abraham, in Genesis 22:4, it says, and on the third day, Abraham lifted his eyes and saw the place from a distance. And it's where he took Isaac. Mm-hmm. The place is a particular place. When Jacob goes and he's leaving, and it says he came to the place. Mm-hmm. And then he says this place is holy. You know, he has the dream. It's the place. This is Moriah, the Mount Moriah. This is where the temple was built. And I love it. The Lord knew where it was going to be, but it's little breadcrumbs of where it's going to be, because they don't know at this time. Right. When Abraham goes, now Abraham knows because he says, you know, he saw, and then Yeshua says, Abraham saw my time and rejoiced, meaning that Abraham actually saw saw Messiah, saw the temple, understood everything that was going to happen, which you remember, it's counted onto him as righteousness. The Samaritan woman in John 4, when Yeshua goes and talks to the Samaritan woman, the Samaritans, they had kept after they had been held captive and come back, they considered not Jerusalem to be the holy place, but to be Mount Gilbo. And they were actually still performing offerings there. In 22 it says, you worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know, because because deliverance is to the Jew. So that was not Yeshua saying the place, Jerusalem, is done away with, is important. What he was saying is, you're right, you don't know, you guys worship at the wrong place. This is given to the Jew. Jerusalem is the place. However, you're going to worship in spirit and truth soon, because it's not going to be here. Because he knew in 70 AD it was going to be destroyed. So he wasn't saying it's no longer significant. What he was saying was, it's not going to be with you very long. So by the time you figure it out, you're not going to have a whole lot of time for your generations to be there to be going to worship, because the temple's destroyed. So it is to be in spirit and truth we worship him. All right, and then I want to read in 1 Kings 9:3. It says, and the Lord said, this is Solomon's setting up and is just opening the temple. It says, and the Lord said to him, I have heard your prayer and your supplication that you have made before me, and I have set this house apart which you have built to put my name in there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall always be there. So that's always and a forever. So the point that I'm trying to make is, it's not, well, Jerusalem isn't special anymore, now it's New York. Or Jerusalem isn't special anymore, now it's
Rome.
Yeah, thank you, now it's Rome. No, it's still Jerusalem. And I do believe that prayers are heard. That's why people still go and put papers of prayers in the wall. Because no matter what, Jerusalem is the center that everything goes up. And his eyes are on Israel forever. Forever. All right, so that's what I wanted to say about the place. Oh, and we do know, Isaiah 56 talks about how in the end, the Gentiles and the Jews, everyone, is one of my favorite. I know. Everyone will be going up to the temple. Okay, well, that's after. And if it's not significant, then why in the heck is Yeshua HaMashiach, Lord God, going to rule from there? And even when the New Jerusalem comes down, the center of the New Jerusalem is exactly where Jerusalem was.
Right.
So, he's not kidding when he says forever.